This is a free video guide about the most interesting places for visiting in Barcelona. Barcelona itself is a very popular travel destination in Europe. Now let's see what's so nice about that city and why the tourists love it so much. Plaza Catalunya is a very central location of Barcelona and a good place to start the discovery of Barcelona. It's a transportation hub. There are trains, metro buses and taxis. Many pigeons are in the Plaza Catalunya. It's close to the shopping street, it's close to the tourist street of Las Ramblas, it's close to the cathedral, and it's close to the many restaurants that are located in the upper part of the Las Ramblas street. I would recommend you start your discovery of Barcelona from Plaza Catalunya. Passeig de Gràcia can be considered a major shopping street of Barcelona. It runs on the side of Plaza Catalunya. Many international brands are present in the street. Many historic buildings with fancy facades are also located in this street, so it's not just for shopping but for discovery of the architecture of Barcelona. Down the hill of Passeig de Gràcia ends in the Barrio Gótico and the Cathedral Place with smaller shops. Up the hill are the luxury shops and major brands for discovering the fancy decorations inside of department stores. As always, keep your bags visible to yourself, don't leave them unattended. There are many people in the shopping street of Barcelona who just wait to take your bag when you leave it unattended in the shop. If you try on some clothes, make sure your bags are close to you. The Cathedral of Barcelona is located at the lower end of the shopping street of Passeig de Gràcia. It's a nice spot to sit down and to enjoy the marvels of medieval architecture. Many historic buildings are located near the cathedral. The cathedral itself is not free to enter, it costs a fee to enter. But there are many interesting buildings and hidden treasures around the cathedral, which are just as nice to discover. Even if you don't enter the cathedral itself, make sure to make 1 or 2 rounds around the cathedral to discover the many hidden treasures and the historic buildings that are very important to the world history. Have fun discovering the secret gardens inside of the famous building of rich people who used to rule the world in the past. Barrio Gótico is located all around the Cathedral of Barcelona. It has narrow streets from the medieval times and it's very interesting to see how the people used to build cities in the past. There are many boutiques, small restaurants, shops with souvenirs, hidden treasures, and historic sites that are important to the history of Barcelona and to the world history. Make sure not to buy the drugs when you're offered drugs in the Barrio Gótico. There are some dealers who will sell you drugs, but it's not sure that the drugs are safe. Some substances might be mixed into the drugs. Don't buy drugs in Barrio Gótico. Barrio Gótico of Barcelona is like a huge maze for people to lose themselves in the narrow medieval streets, because the streets can look sometimes very similar to each other. It's very easy to lose direction. Have fun discovering the little treasures from medieval times. Just make sure not to buy any drugs in Barrio Gótico, because they're bad, sold by bad people. If you're going to buy any drugs anyway, make sure you buy them from the places that have a license to sell them and can offer security. The very long beach of Barcelona is the natural location where locals and tourists like to go for relaxation. On the way to the beach and along the beach there are many restaurants for trying out Spanish food. There are public toilets and showers. The sand and the water itself are not as clean as in remote beaches, but it's kind of okay to sit down and relax. If you put your bag down, make sure the bag is visible to you, because on the beach there are some people who just sit around and wait for somebody to put the bag down so that they can take it. It takes roughly 1 hour by foot to walk the beach of Barcelona. It's an excellent location for sports, for a picnic, or for just sitting there and watching the sea. Sagrada Familia is a very unique cathedral in Barcelona. It's forced an entry, but even if you don't want to pay an entry fee, you can discover the surrounding streets, the architecture. If you go up the hill in the direction of the old modernist hospital, there are many restaurants to try out local food. The Sagrada Familia is like a little preview of the possible future that will be enabled by 3D printing of buildings. It's a marvel of architecture and therefore very popular among tourists and locals who just want to hang out in the restaurants that are located near Sagrada Familia. Plaza España is a multifunctional location in Barcelona. There is a huge museum of art on the hill. There is a shopping mall of Las Arenas down the hill. Between the shopping mall, the roundabout and the museum on the hill, there is the magic fountains that start playing music around 9 o'clock in the evening. Make sure to watch your pockets when you are in the crowd at night. Plaza España is a very popular spot for pickpockets in Barcelona. On the hill itself is a very nice and relaxing park of Montjuic, the Olympic Park, a little castle, and many nice scenic places to take pictures of. You can take the bus 55 or 150, or just use the escalator that goes up the hill. Park Güell of Barcelona is a very scenic location with many spots for taking selfies or travel pictures. Go there and discover the wonders of architecture. It's a very unusual place and definitely worth a visit. Barcelona has many interesting parks. The Park Güell is the one park that stands out because of the architecture. Overall, Barcelona is a very nice city destination in Europe, which is very nice for discovery of architecture, art, history, Spanish cuisine, or just for shopping. Make sure to like this video and to post comments with suggestions for other people who like to visit Barcelona. Have fun, and thank you for supporting the Creative Commons movement.